Okay, what's good, YouTube? It's been a minute, but yeah, if you're new here, I'm Zach Sedano. I'm a multiple seven-figure Amazon seller, and today I'm just making a quick video on like the basics of how to use Keepa and what you really need to know. I'm not gonna get into anything in depth. This is really for beginners, and I'm gonna keep it like super simple so everybody could understand this. But Keepa is definitely like the most important tool in an Amazon business. I know sellers that only use Keepa as their only software, and they're doing multiple six figures a month in revenue. So it's definitely some of the most important things that like you need to understand before you start like buying products is a few things. So like I'd say some of the most important are like the availability of stock of other sellers. One, buy box history, like what's the history of the price? Like is it super volatile or is it super stable? Um Sales history, how many times a month is the product selling? And then buy box rotation, like is the buy box getting shared amongst all the sellers, or is one seller or is Amazon on the list on the buy box 100% of the time? So like I said, this is going to be super basic video, and I'm going to make a more in-depth one in the future. But I wanted to make this just to post in my Discord for like a really general breakdown for members. But yeah, just to get it started. So we'll be looking at this product. So we were paying. I'll just X out seller amp, but so this is Rev Seller. This is just like a profit calculator. So basically, we were paying $200 for this product. So if you come down here, this is the Keepa. This is the chart. This is what we're going to be focusing on for today's video. So ideally, you want to have your Keepa chart set up like this. I forget how it comes when you first buy Keepa. The paid version is $19 a month. Totally recommend it. Everybody needs it for this business. But we'll start with this one. So really, you could turn off the rating. But I'm mainly looking at this new offer count as well as this review count. The review count is going to go up always over time as the listing gets older. That's a given. But the one thing we want to pay attention to is this new offer count. So this new offer count just means how many other sellers have this product in stock. So you could see here around May 20th, there's 19 other sellers in stock. And if you come up here to this pink line, it says buy box $293. So at this time, when there was around 19-20 sellers, the buy box for this item was $292. So if we plug that in here, 292, we're making $60 a unit on this product when there's only 20 sellers on it and the buy box is at 290. And then so you see, so simple concept, supply and demand. As the supply of the sellers goes up, the price and the demand of the product comes down. So now there's 54 sellers, 58 sellers on the listing, and the price dropped all the way to $245. So definitely one of the most important things you want to keep in mind when looking for products is how many other people are selling it. It's a basic supply and demand concept. If there's more people selling it, the price isn't going to be as high as if there's 20 people selling it. So this is one of the most important things because you don't want to hop on listings when you see that the offer count is actively rising, because you could interpret that if the number of sellers is rising, the price could decrease because that means that the demand for the product isn't as high. So people like make Amazon really complicated, but it is simple. The concepts are simple. So this is this blue line is the new offer count, and that's you really want to pay attention to that. And so you really don't even I don't even use this middle chart, to be honest. You could just skip it. But another super, super important line you need to pay attention to is this sales rank line. So I'd say the top 3 things you want to focus on a Keepa chart is the new offer count, the buy box, and the sales rank. So what the sales rank is, now this is data you could find on Amazon without having any software, but if you come down here to product information, it says best sellers rank. So what this means is this product is the 3,968th fastest selling product in the electronics category. And this is the 35th fastest selling product in the computer routers category. So what this tells you is the lower this number, this sales rank number, the faster it sells. So the closer we could get to sales rank number 1, that means it's the number 1 best selling product in that category. That's what we're looking for. So a rough idea is you want to look for products like under 150K sales rank, because those will essentially move quicker. Again, these are softwares, so sometimes they aren't as accurate as they say they are. So the best thing I tell people is you need to test. Like, the best data you're going to get is your own. So you really got to test, because sometimes these charts are wrong. But for the most part, they're pretty accurate. So those are like the 3 things I really want to go over. And then another thing to note is the offers tab. So you could come over here and see how many times a month this item is selling. So you could come over here to data and then offers. And then I always include historical offers, but all you do is look at how many sold in the last 30 days and how many sold on this listing in total. So last 30 days, it was 1,000 sold, and on this listing in total, 7,700. So we could figure this item is selling roughly 1,000 times a month if there's 1,000 sales in the last 30 days in this column. So if there's 39 other FBA sellers, how we could get a rough estimate of how many sales of this product we could make monthly is divide the number of sellers by the total number of monthly sales. So this would be 40 divided by 1,000, which is like 40 divided by 1,000 is 1,000 divided by 40. I can't do math. So that's 25. So you could roughly estimate that you could sell 25 of these a month. So, I mean, honestly, at this price, I wouldn't really be buying any anymore, just because the margin is super low. One return will destroy your profits. But, like, if the price bounced back up to, like, 280, I'm a buyer all day at $50 profit per. So, like, we would need sellers to drop off significantly and price to rise for this to be worth it again. But this was just a quick example. I want to go over another product. This is just product off Walgreens that a VA posted. And so the idea with this one is, right here, this is the buy box, this little box where it says buy now. And basically products with buy boxes just sell a lot faster than products without a buy box, just because customers can easily like click buy now and check out. So for like a product like this, you could see here, for a customer to want to buy this, they need to go into see all buying options and then add it to cart. So ideally, we're looking for products with buy boxes, but that's not to say like products without a buy box aren't great. So like this is something that because the price is so low, I think it's $8.99. Yeah, $8.99. This is something I'd test like 3 or 4 units just because the ROI is so high, and we could drop the price if we need to sell out. But this is like a cool example of a product that could be good that doesn't have a buy box, but usually we want to look for the buy box. And this is an example of a listing that has variations. So if you're on a Amazon listing and it has multiple choices that you could pick from, to see which variation is selling the most, you could come here into the variations tab and sort it by the ratings. And so whichever one has the trophy and the highest percentage of ratings, roughly the percentage of ratings is how many estimated monthly sales you could make. So roughly this one we're looking at, it's not the best one. It's this one that has 22%, this ASIN ending in FXW. So we could estimate that this one gets 22% of 245 sales per month. So this is a listing that I would buy because there's only one other FBA seller in stock, and we'd definitely be able to snag some sales on this. Only thing is, I don't love how the price of the chart is super volatile, but like we said, just the ROI is great, so these are worth a test. A couple. This is another good product to look at. One thing like we like to see with this is how stable the buy box is. We don't want to buy any products that the buy box is down at $10, then it's up at $40, then it's back down to $10, because then we can't really predict where the price is going to go. With a listing like this, we could see over the last 2,000 days, this was relatively stable at $30. It popped up probably when GNC was out of stock. GMC came back in stock, dropped back down to 20, and then for the last year, it's been pretty stable at this $30 point. So definitely, you really like the main thing you want to be looking out for is stable offer counts and stable buy box, because you don't, same thing with the buy box, we don't want prices going all over the place, and we don't want stock going new seller count going all over the place. Like, we want both the new offer count and the buy box to stay stable so we could predict where this listing might go in the future. Again, yeah, you could turn these off. Only focus on new offer count, buy box, and sales rank for the most part. And then once you get more comfortable with Keepa, then you'll find I'm going to be making, and you'll find more videos on more like in-depth tactics on how to use Keepa. And then this is one more product that I thought I'd throw up, just because it's another good example. Again, offer count down here at 8. We are at a $72 buy box. Then the offer count spikes up to 42, and then we drop down to a $60 buy box, which still isn't bad. I think we paid $45 for this, so 45. So even if we're dropping to 60, still $6 profit per unit. Low ROI, but could be worse. But you see, the demand for this product was stronger than this one back here, because the offer count came up at 56 and it's staying up there. For this one, it hit 42, and then it slowly started going back down, and then the price started coming back up. So if you were like watching this listing, you could see like, oh, okay, offer count is coming down a little bit, price is rising a little bit, offer count comes up a little bit, price starts to tank a little bit. Let's keep note of that. Oh, offer count is going down again. Maybe we could pick some up and get them listed for 70 and get some sales in there for 70. So like, this is the idea of the biggest thing with Amazon I try and tell people is don't stress as much as that, like you're buying electronics or you're buying vitamins or you're buying makeup. That doesn't matter. What you're buying is this data over here. Um, like you're just buying the estimated monthly sales, the sales rank, the profit percentage, the ROI percentage. That is what you really want to focus on. So a lot of people sometimes focus on like, oh, what am I going to sell, or like what sells well. You'll find out what sells well by learning how to interpret the data correctly. So like I said, I wanted this to be like a super short video for like newbies, and make it like super basic. So I hope this video helped. I hope you got some value out of it. If you got any questions, please drop a comment below. Hit me up on Instagram. Drop a like, comment, subscribe if you got some value out of this video. It would really help me out. But other than that, you do you. Stay blessed, stay humble, and until next time, peace.